She loves Marwa so much. I don't know, I think she was jealous. Imagine she was telling me that I only opened the legs to Marwa. Imagine. Maybe she wanted to open the legs to Marwa, so she's jealous. Lady, mama, look for a man of your age. Of your age. I open the legs and I enjoy. Maybe she wanted to enjoy it as well, as much as I did. Because this lady calls Marwa a lot. She loves Marwa sometimes. Not sometimes, all the time. She loves him so much. I do get this feeling of some women being, and all women, come on, being jealous of me. Maybe they want Marwa. Come on, get a man of your age and let Marwa enjoy his youth with a younger woman. I noticed I was being hacked. Yeah, so my channel has been hacked. My fault. My fault. I opened a link that I knew that I didn't have to open. It was just people think that we are enemies with Marwa. We are not enemies.
Alright guys, you are very much welcome back to my channel. This is Emperor_Henry, and feel free, this is where we discuss anything we want to discuss as long as we keep it positive. But at times we are tempted to talk about other people, especially when it comes to Rocio. And speaking about Rocio, this entire video is going to be about her. First things first, a lot of speculations outside there. People kind of thought, like, the reason as to why the person who has actually hacked her account is none other than Marwa using Ian. There's a guy called Ian who apparently is residing in Marwa's residence, and that's why they are doing the things. They have a podcast that is coming up. There's a lot of other things that they're trying to work on. At the end of the day, these are young Kenyans whose lifestyle and life is going to be online all through. Ooh, you guys are gonna have to excuse me. It's really, really raining a lot outside, so I might need to be a little bit more louder. And again, I don't know if that sound of the rain is going to affect this video, and that's why I have to stay warm. I mean, it's really cold as well, and I don't want to take coffee as I talk. Anyways, let's go direct to the topic of today. So Rocio has done a new video, and the most amazing thing about that video was, she wanted to explain what really happened to her YouTube channel and why it was hacked. First things first, the reason it was hacked, it was because of her own doing. She's the one who actually made that move. And why was it hacked? Because of something we call greed. You and I know for a fact that at this moment, Rocio needs money. She doesn't have the luxury that she used to have when she was staying in Villa Magellan. So she needs a lot of money to operate wherever she operates. The problem is, the only source of income she has at the moment, she doesn't have a real product. The only product she has is her YouTube channel. And that YouTube channel was banned. I mean, it was completely obliterated. And she doesn't have a choice but to go back to the baby daddy. And she actually goes back to the baby daddy because she doesn't have any other source of income. The only way she's going to get some extra coins is through Ayamaro. And April is over. Ayamaro will have to start standing the upkeep for the son, which is very okay. I mean, if you have a son, you have to be responsible. You have to take care of your child. The point is, though, Rosio is in a decline, and she doesn't even realize it. The first strike has already happened, and it was because of her own greed. I mean, she knows better. You just receive an email with some fishy links in that email, and something doesn't tell you that this could be scammers, this could be hackers. But then, because she doesn't have the money she used to have, she doesn't have that luxury, and she wants more deals, she wants more sponsorships. She wants to be an affiliate to other companies. She just decided, you know what, let me do it. Because she wanted to show the world that she can do it alone by herself. And it's not like we are saying this because we hate her. We don't hate her. The reality is we are discussing what could have been the cause of her own undoing. She knew very well for a fact that anytime you have an email address and you have some fishy, you suspect some people might try to target you. You don't just go clicking on those links anyhow. And that's how she got her channel banned. Now, will she get her channel back? I don't know. But things happen for a reason. Guess what? When her channel was banned, she ended up calling Marwa to try to fix her up. And I hope maybe Marwa is going to help, whichever way he's going to help, maybe through Ian. I don't know, I have no idea how he's going to help. But in that video that she did, she said her and Marwa are not enemies. And this is how you start realizing that when God loves you, he starts fighting for you, because Rosio is coming back to the same guy she has been underrating, the same guy she has been undermining, the same guy. If she was given the chance to obliterate this guy's success, to obliterate this guy's journey, to obliterate everything that Ayamaro has, trust you me, Rocio would take that opportunity and run with it. And here she is, trying to get back to Ayamaro, to try and see what can happen with her channel. That is not enough. Now, I didn't want to jump into this story because I was feeling a little bit more tired today. But then I looked at that story and I said, I have something little maybe I could add to this story. So we have a lady by the name Auntie C. Auntie C, apparently she was Rosio's friend for quite some time. But then for the last 2 weeks, like, you know what? Not actually the last 2 weeks. She's the one who bought a gift for Marwa. You see the washing machine, the dry machine. She's the one who bought that machine for them, Marwa and Rosio, when they were staying at Villa Medellin. But then things have turned sour. And all Auntie C will tell Rosio is, all you did, Rosio, was go and open up your legs for Marwa. And Rosio was not having it. Rosio was fighting back. Rosio had not learned from the past that if you start a war with Marwa, chances are you're not likely to win that fight. And that's why Rosio was even saying in this video that she just did, she was having a lot of headaches for the last 2 weeks. Something she doesn't always say. When Rosio takes that camera and starts talking, she talks about how strong she feels, how great she feels. But on this one, she started shedding some light on some things, which tells you she's not okay at all. She started by saying she had been having headaches for the last 2 weeks. In another video, she said the baby daddy has been treating her so badly. Then all of a sudden, she claims she's very much okay. They are not enemies with the baby daddy. And those are the contradictions I keep on talking about in this channel and talking about Rocio. She keeps on contradicting herself every single time. She will always contradict herself. So, and that's why it's very difficult for a person like me to believe what she says. Not unless I have solid evidence that this is what happened. But I believe when she talks about the link and her clicking on that link causing her channel to be hacked, that one I believe she's the one who did that. She's the cause of her own destruction. And she might be the cause of her own destruction moving forward. Because trust you me, even this new channel, chances are she might make another mistake and both channels are gone. Now let's even think about it a little bit deeper. Could be she knew very well taps, if she clicks that link, that her channel might be deleted. And wherever else she's trying to give, wherever else she's trying to explain, is part of the drama. It's part of her trying to create content. And you guys, let me ask you a question. She's trying to talk to Ayamaro about about her YouTube channel. You're talking to Ayamaro, the same guy you talked about when you were talking about your separation. You went and sat for 1+ hours, talked about that separation, when your baby daddy wasn't even aware about that separation. and you want that baby daddy to help you fix that channel, and that video will still be up. As much as a lot of reactors have got those videos and they have reacted and have taken some clips of that main video that was released by Rocio, do you think Ayamaro will be stupid enough to go and help her recover a channel that has a lot of insults towards him? That anytime she gets a chance to talk about Ayamaro, she talks ill about the guy. Do you think Ayamaro will be stupid enough to go and help Rocio in fixing her channels? Yes, Rocio loves to use the fact that, hey, you're not helping me, you're helping the woman who bore you a son. But this is what Rocio doesn't understand. When Rocio, you're coming here and talking about your separation, when you're coming online and talking about the fights you're having with your baby daddy, don't you think you're also insulting the father of your child? Because if the focus is your child, if everything you're doing it for the sake of your child, don't you think too, whatever you are doing is going to affect your child? Sometimes it's very important that we think about these things broadly. We don't just become so selfish that we just say things for the sake of saying these things. Because I believe for a fact that's what Rocio does. The other thing I find funny is the fact that when Rocio has a problem with a person who was donating to Marwa, for instance, in this case, we are talking about Auntie C. Auntie C is the woman, like I've said, is the woman who donated for them the washing machine. Now, if Auntie C is the woman who donated for them that washing machine and has been insulting Rocio, it's Rocio's responsibility to deal with that woman without involving Marwa. As that, even though the fight is about Marwa. Yes, Rosio might be sending those messages to Ayamaro, but I don't think Ayamaro is going to do anything. At the end of the day, this woman has played a very significant role to both of their lives. When she was donating all those things, Rosio did not have a problem. But now that they're not in good terms, she has a problem. And she wants not only herself to be an enemy, she doesn't want a situation where her enemies are friends with Marwas. She wants to be in a situation where her enemies are also Ayamara's enemies. And this is where I disagree with her again. Because she wants to be in a situation where she takes control over Ayamara even when she's far away. And how does she take that control? She uses Maisha the son. She has to keep on reminding Ayamara, hey, the woman who is being attacked is the mother of your child. And that's how she wants to manipulate Ayamaro. Now, this is the worst part about it. When you are using your son as a bait, when you are using your son as a way to negotiate for respect by the people who donate to Ayamaras, that's wrong. The only time you're supposed to be talking about your son is when you're addressing your son and your son's needs. Rocio, as a woman, you've proved to be a strong woman. You love it when people look at you and they see you as a strong woman. You want people to look at you as a Christian, as a strong woman who depends on God for strength, not for the baby daddy. But then when things are not working your way, that's when you come to your baby daddy. And when you come to your baby daddy, you still trash talk your baby daddy and you expect him to come and fight and defend you. From the word go, even if you were to talk about that relationship and how it ended, if you had that respect for your baby daddy, maybe, could be, could be, if you had some respect for your baby daddy, and I'm not trying to say like Ayamaro was also perfect. I'm not trying to claim that Ayamaro was 100% perfect in that relationship. No. Every relationship has its ups and downs. There will always be those internal conflicts between partners. So I'm not trying to say that Ayamaro was definitely perfect. Of course, he had his shortcomings, throughout our relationship. But as much as he had those shortcomings, I mean, I haven't heard him talk about you, but every time you get a chance, it's always you talking about him. And even when he mentions you in one or two or three, four, five scenarios, rarely does he talk ill and negatively about you. Like the last time Imar actually mentioned you, he was talking about the Russian table, the Putin's table, and he said he's going to take a picture and send it to you, probably to remind you maybe this is the dream that we had together as a couple. But whenever he gets a chance, he doesn't use that chance to fight you. So Rocio, out of your greed, you've gotten yourself in a very difficult situation. And of course, the good thing about it is that as much as you were talking about your channel and you came back to talk about what has gone on your channel, you provided drama for all reactors. I wasn't supposed to react about this, but then I look, I just go online and I'm like, hey, what is happening? Because I'm used to you making one video probably once per week, but we are gonna have to wait and see what is going to happen moving forward. I don't know. I don't know. And for this one, allow me, it's going to be very short and very direct. And you guys, thanks a lot, by the way, for subscribing and really supporting this channel. I'm really glad that you're doing that for me. And especially for those of you guys who've been watching my content from the start to the end without skipping the ads, thank you so much. That's the way you support me. That's the way I feel supported. And I'm glad that I'm receiving that support. I mean, for a YouTube channel that is about 1.3 subscribers and having solid subscribers, guys who are willing to support me, thank you so much. For those of you who are still watching me and they haven't subscribed, I mean, guys, consider subscribing to Emperor underscore Henry. Let's see where we can go with this. And thanks a lot, guys. See you in the next one. Tomorrow is on 1st May 2026. It's going to be Labor Day in the country. See you in the next one.